Mr. Investor, welcome back to the channel, baby. Today we're going to be talking about Bionano genomics, and I've found some gems of information you may find interesting. So if you guys are big into BNGO, into Bionano genomics, you've probably already heard the news because you're signed up to the investors' email alerts. Bionano genomics has announced significant progress in China with We Health Shanghai's adoption of the Bionano Sapphire system. This is big news. We're going to delve into that, but we're also going to look at the techniques that they deploy and what they're currently using, who is We Health, and why is it significant, and what does this mean also overseas here in the UK. Oh my god, there's some juicy information on this slide, but they bleep my face. We will also talk about our expansion into China when we're looking for a marketing manager to help us grow overseas and actually to make some super shmoney. But before we get into the video, if you'd like to support my channel, please click the join button above my head. It's only 99 cents a month and it helps me create great content and find gems of information for you guys. But if you're unable to, just you hitting the like and clicking subscribe is enough for me. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and I'll catch you in the comments section, baby. Also, always remember, this is not financial advice, this is for entertainment only. So first things first, we can see here that we've got progress in China. So we've managed to make We Health Shanghai adopt Bionano Sapphire system. Now this is really interesting what they're going to be doing. We Health has announced the launch of its complete genome analysis offering optical genome mapping together with whole exome or whole genome sequencing. So this is really important here, whole genome sequencing utilized alongside optical genome mapping. We Health themselves are a leading provider of genome analysis services in reproductive health. My face is going to be bleeped out here for a bit, but I'm going to explain a little bit more about We Health. So I was researching the company on pitchbook.com, and it was founded in 2016. It's a private company, and I don't know how up to date this is, but it says it's the provider of genetic testing services focusing in the field of reproductive health. They offer professional genetic testing services to consumers with various needs. This can be anything from genetic testing, paternity testing, genetic disorders testing, enabling its clients to receive accurate and advanced genetic tests. So one of the most interesting parts of this that I saw was they are utilizing optical genome mapping alongside whole genome sequencing. And I remember seeing that the UK is using whole genome sequencing as its base. And there's a part of the NHS, the National Healthcare System in the UK, in England, they've got this genomic medicine service. So the role of this kind of segment within the National Health Service is to enable the NHS to harness the power of genomic technology and to improve the health of our population. So what they're focusing on with the national guidelines and their aim is to be the first national healthcare system to offer whole genome sequencing as part of routine care. Yes, these guys are looking to sequence 500,000 whole genomes by 2023 to 2024, and this is going to help transform healthcare for maximum patient benefit, including children with cancer or children who are seriously ill with likely genetic disorder. So what they're going to be doing is providing the public access to molecular diagnostics, and they're going to offer genomic testing routinely to all people with cancer. And if we look into their commitments, they said that these commitments will be delivered on by the NHS Genomic Medicine Service for England, which will provide consistent and equitable care for the country's 55 million people. Check this out, they always work to healthcare standards and healthcare guidelines. So what happens if optical genome mapping gets built in with whole genome sequencing here? Because they want to operate to common national standards, specifications and protocols. They have to follow the guidelines and ensure what is best for the patient. So if we take a look at this as well, they can deliver a single national testing directory covering use of all technologies from single genes to whole genome sequencing. So what happens to Bionano genomics if you can see they're utilizing it in China, and leading providers of genome analysis services such as We Health are adopting the Sapphire system? There are also top hospitals like King's College Hospital in London, come on! They are already using the Sapphire system. So what happens when the top hospitals in the UK find they have, test pilots, they found the results, they adopt Bionano genomics Sapphire, as we have seen back in April 21, 2021. So when King's College adopted this was a massive step for Bionano genomics, alongside the NHS's regional genetics laboratory in Belfast. And back in 2020, there's this article here talking about the Curie Institute in France, the NHS Lothian Edinburgh in Scotland, and the MVZ Martin Schried in Germany chose Bionano genomics to solve unanswered questions in human genetic variation and in cytogenetic applications. So you can see here 3 top European sites adopt Bionano Sapphire for cancer, genetics and cytogenetic applications. If this gets built into guidelines over here, it's going to be massive, especially if it's going to be used in routine genomic testing. And read this, to all people with cancer. Check it out for yourself. The website is NHS Genomic Med Service. You can check this up for yourself. So what have they found over in China? They've been using optical genome mapping, and during the Structural Variation Symposium, they featured it. Lots of different presentations, multiple presentations delivered on reproductive health. And you can see here the significant significant need and opportunity in China is approximately 16 million births annually. When people are born, they can be making that schmoolah. 16 million births at $100 a pop. How much is that, baby? And we can see here also that Dr. Miao Jiang also used bionano genomics in studying blood clotting disorder hemophilia. And take a look at this. Dr. Jiang showed that optical genome mapping can replace 4 traditional techniques with a single assay, and the optical genome mapping combined with next generation sequencing panel has the potential to be the new standard. You see what I'm saying? They're replacing standards. They are becoming gold standard. Another Dr. Chenming Zhu used optical genome mapping to analyze genomes of parents suffering from recurrent pregnancy loss. And within this article, optical genome mapping was successful in identifying structural variants in those parents with RPL, recurrent pregnancy loss. Not only that, but it bypassed the need for the use of another technique called FISH, and this is usually much slower and it requires custom probes which are expensive. So it saved you time and it saved you money. So imagine that we go to all the symposiums, people say, yeah, but we want to see sales. We've just seen adoption now, and it's adoption by a very large company, a company that is a leading provider of genome analysis services in reproductive health in China. And by looking at this article, Eric Homlin, our CEO, was saying that they see growth in Sapphire adoption and its expansion of applications. They're using it for so many different applications at the moment. The China market is important in part because it represents one of the world's largest reproductive health and genetics. So check this out. With their commercial operations in China, it's driven by the new CCO, Jason Pryor. He's already had an effect on it, and China business leader Li Yu. So we saw this guy also on LinkedIn. So they're already making an impact. These guys are driving revenue, driving adoption, driving growth. Oops, my face cut out. But imagine if a leading provider of genome analysis service in reproductive health in China, if they can adopt the machine and they're a leading service provider, what stops the NHS from doing it? Particularly when this leading provider, WeHealth, has used optical genome mapping with whole genome sequencing and had so much success. Will the NHS follow suit and be the first national healthcare system to offer whole genome sequencing as part of routine care? And will they build optical genome mapping in with whole genome sequencing? I have to have some food and I'm going to go to work, but currently we're employing for somebody to manage our marketing over in China. Bionano Genomics has always been looking at the targeted areas of cancer and genetic disease. But don't forget as well, we're also affecting the agricultural world and the world of research and discovery. So my little brother's going to be the one to edit this video. I'm going to shoot off to work. Thank you so much for your love and support. And always remember, none of this is financial advice. If you're able to support the channel, please click the join button above my head. You can choose any tier of membership. If you'd like to send us a donation, you can also drop us some donations through the PayPal link below. Always remember as well, I will never comment and send you a number in the comment section. So make sure you look out for those numbers, because that's not me. That's somebody impersonating me, and I don't want you to get scammed. If you're unable to join the channel and support the channel via memberships, just you hitting like and clicking subscribe is enough for us. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you so much for always showing me some love in the comments, and I'm going to catch you in the next video. Shoo.